Welcome to CNN's News of the Absurd. I'm Jared Bellini, and once again, we've hit the road. This time coming to you from the Great Smoky Mountains of Tennessee, right here at the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum. Because if it's the absurd that you want, this is where you're gonna find it. A giant pig hairball, a four-legged bird, and a two-headed calf. Strange animal stories. Well, we've got one more for you. It involves a dog and a toad, and you might not believe it.
This is Bella, a bull Arab hound in Darwin, Australia. And this is a toad who went on a wild ride down Bella's digestive system.
She ended up jumping on a cane toad and swallowing it whole.
Normally, this would be the end for both Bella and Mr. Toad. For one is loaded with sharp canines, and the other is loaded with deadly toxins.
They said rush it straight in because we knew that the dog had actually swallowed the cane toad, and we figured, oh well, not much hope.
At the animal hospital, 40 minutes after eating the toad, Bella was put through a highly sophisticated procedure administered by a highly trained medical professional. This procedure is called barfing.
About 5 minutes later, the cane toad moved a bit and walked a couple steps.
Turns out, in her excitement, Bella swallowed the cane toad whole, thus protecting them both from certain death.
She likes to swallow her food, not chew it.
The cane toad was promptly named Spew.
This room, not for the squeamish. Its theme, impaled but alive. Hi there.
Well, we have a man from Kansas who might feel right at home.
It went all the way into the top of the head of the nail, and you can see what little blood is on there, and that was all the blood there was.
George Chandler and a friend were just doing some everyday man stuff with a nail gun. But it only took a moment for things to go wrong.
He was on the ladder and he was above me, and I don't know if he stumbled and he come this way, and I was down here and I come this way.
Either way, George took a nail to the head.
He asked me, he says, "Did you see where that nail went?" And I said, "No, I don't." But I said, "I've got just a little sting here. Did the nail go by here?"
It certainly did.
It was just like maybe like a sting bite or something, you know, and there was no blood, because if there had been blood, I would have probably went, you know.
George was taken to the Overland Park Regional Trauma Center, where, again, we had a highly sophisticated procedure administered by a highly trained medical professional.
Does anybody have a hammer, a claw hammer? And I thought he was teasing at first, and then he said, no, he says, it went in like that. He said, we can pull it out like that.
I hope you don't have a headache.
Yeah.
Robert Wadlow, the tallest man who ever lived, about 9 feet tall. Now, I want you to picture 4 of him, okay? Stacked on top of each other. Then I want you to picture yourself on top of the head of the tallest one, okay? Then picture yourself diving off into a kiddie pool filled with 12 inches of water. Believe it.
He must land face first in 12 inches of water.
Darren Taylor calls himself Professor Splash, and he holds several world records for diving into kiddie pools. Yes, there's something for everyone. And recently, he took his high-flying stunt to Waterworld in Federal Heights, Colorado.
I think he's going to break his arm or his leg.
This day's mark, 35 feet, 5 inches. His audience, impressionable youths.
Should you guys try this at home? No, absolutely not.
Naturally, this type of warning begs the question,
What happens if he doesn't land in the pool?
answer, years of therapy for everyone. Thanks, Professor Splash.
We're talking about a Guinness World Record that will be broke today. And hopefully that is what will be broken and not our diver.
And here it is again. Get a real job, hippie.
Well, that's all for this Believe It or Not edition of News of the Absurd. I'm Jared Bellini, and I'm sitting in a really big chair.
I'm Wolf Blitzer. Every weekday, I wrap up the stories rocking the political world in our new video podcast. Go to iTunes or CNNPolitics.com and be sure to subscribe to CNN Equals Politics Daily.
Like a bridge over troubled